So hi YouTube friends, this is Sean and just wanted to share a video that I'm going to make here on National Scrapbooking Day, and hopefully I'll get it up and running better than my last one that is going up today as well. I'm going to share a few supplies and then I'll speed up the rest of the video while I make stuff. So I'm doing this partially because it's National Scrapbooking Day, partially because I'm inspired by yesterday, which is what the photos are going to be from, and partially as a part of a design team call for SNL design team, Sandra and Lisa, on YouTube. So hopefully it'll meet all of those things. The design team challenge is to use something old in a new way, and I'm going to do a couple of those things. And then I've challenged myself to do a couple different wild things here as well. So this is going to be kind of a true to my blog name, Scrapper Gone Wild, kind of page, hopefully. A bunch of wild things kind of thrown together in a new and different way. Hopefully it works. If not, you know, it is what it is. One of the things I'm going to use a little differently is this. There you go. Kind of, oop, wrong way. There you go. Haha. Okay, it's a mask. See, it's on a stick. And my husband and kids got it at the movies last night. They went to see Spider-Man 2 or Amazing Spider-Man 2 or I don't know, whatever.
But Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah. So I'm going to take this off of the stick, and use it on my layout, but I wanted you to see what it was. The pictures are of them, all three of them. There you go. Playing in the like playing with the masks while they waited for their movie to start. So those are the pictures I'm going to use. So that's the mask being used, a piece of ephemera, I guess you would call it, in a new and different way. I found as I was pulling my thickers, actually, they were right next to some rolls of wrapping paper. Wrapping paper is not something I've ever used on a scrapbook layout before, but there was Spider-Man wrapping paper. Actually, amazing Spider-Man wrapping paper. Amazing.
You don't have to say it.
And so, and some red and white polka dot that I thought, hey, those scraps will add some texture if I rip them and mess with them. Might look kind of cool. So I have some of that. I'm also challenging myself on this layout to use no pattern paper. Not that I'm huge into pattern paper anyway, but I do kind of like layering things right now. And so no pattern paper, cardstock only. I have white, some red, and black. I also pulled this today back out that I had cut out for the last layout that didn't get on it. I grabbed these. I think they're pink paisley labels. There you go, you can see it. Yep. And this DIY Simple Stories Design It Yourself pack of stuff to try to use. There's bunches of labels and flags and all kinds of good things on there. I thought probably I would just use some red thing on there and some sparkly red thickers. So yesterday was kind of a special day at our house. It's what we call Devin Day. It's our daughter's adoption anniversary. And so we always do special things for her on Devin Day. Yesterday, my husband went and got her at school and took her out to lunch. They went to Applebee's together and kind of had a date. And then she went back to school and finished the day. Then they went to a movie after school, and we went out to dinner, and she picked the place, so we had some barbecue. So this page is just going to be about Devin Day 2014, and I'm also going to do something totally weird with washi tape. Or weird for me, probably not really weird. I'm sure other people have done it. I'm going to create my background using washi on white paper. Washi on white. Ooh, sounds impressive, doesn't it? Anyway, so hope you enjoy it. I'm going to speed it up from here, and I'll try to voice over it. Wish me luck, and thanks for watching. Hey there, so I showed part of the background making there, And basically what I did was I put 3 strips of washi to create kind of like rays. I used a solid red and a solid blue color because it goes with the Spider-Man deal. But I didn't like the overlap, so I took that black and white polka dot and used it across the middle, which covered the overlap, and actually looks really cool and brings in the black and white, the other colors for my layout. So here I am just adhering that. I cut off a 1/2 inch on each side. I adhered it to some black cardstock. Now I'm getting out twine, just because I cut out the little banners that spelled today from that piece of pattern paper that I'd been wanting to use because I liked them. And I can't put banners on a page without something for them to be hanging from, so twine it is. The twine I got in a group buy from with some friends on a message board, and I have tons of it in tons of different colors. Sorry about that. My son dropped his video game controller. And there I am, just slapping down some of a ripped up piece of that wrapping paper, ripped up piece of the other wrapping paper going the other way. It just adds a little bit, and I realized that I had some straight edges on that Spider-Man paper, so I just kind of tore them up. I just want it to look like, I kind of want it to look like trash. I don't know. And then you can see I'm pasting the pictures right over where I had used that to cut out a bunch of little hearts with my Cricut. Great way to use up some pattern paper that I didn't throw away yet. And you can't even tell. I bumped the pictures right up against each other so you can't even tell. I did put black paper behind Spider-Man's eyes just so that you weren't seeing all that busyness that was going on in the background, and pasted him down. And again, you'll see kind of like my last layout, I spent a whole lot of time doing a background, and then you really don't see much of it. Now I'm just trimming off the excess paper that flows over the edge there of that wrapping paper and gluing it down a little better in a couple spots. Fixing up the banner. Now I decided, oh no, it's going to go over his eye. Well, it's really not too much, so. Now I got my thinner foam tape out, and I'm going to put a little bit on the back of each of those banner pieces. I started with a D in the middle, just because that way I can line everything up a little bit better the way that I want it. I could have also started with the T, but then I'm always afraid that I'll bump things off the edge too far. I have those pink paisley labels, and I thought that I would use the red one originally, but then the reds don't match at all. So I put them to the side and decided I would work on the title since I knew what that was going to be. So I'm going to throw down my title here real quick, which nicely just lines up along the bottom of the page there, the white part of the page. Only part I don't love about it is the D does go a little bit over the washi. So you can have trouble seeing it here. On the real layout, you can see it just fine. And there, I decided to go with the black label, the Adorable, and run it off the page. I didn't know, originally I thought, oh, I don't like Adorable. But then I do, and I still use the little tab part that I'm about to cut off. And you'll see me put it like it's a file tab on one of the pictures. And I put the ampersand up by the words on the wrapping paper, just because. So now it's kind of like a subtitle, and The Amazing Spider-Man, and I'll put a 2 on it when it's done. I don't think you can actually see that on here, but you'll see that on the final layout. So, pictures to follow. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.